Today, today's Saturday. On Saturday's morning, 7 a.m. Well, now it's already 7:30 technically. And this is what typical China looks like in the morning. And yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a weekend. People, for example, here are practicing Tai Chi Chuan, which is quite healthy habit, right? Pretty good one. This is a public toilet. And for example, right, like in this residential area, people are just sleeping, enjoying their Saturday's morning sleep. Yeah, right here, some grannies came, and they just don't care. They just played the music. Right. But the square. This is our district. The district square is full every single evening. So every day till like 9 p.m. Starting from 5:30, 6 o'clock. See these ones, for example. So they also got connected. This is a public speaker right here. You see on this pillar, public speaker. So they just bring up their USB or whatever they have, a cell phone, and they can play music. Yeah, like in the morning. This is what socialism looks like, right? Like we are always together, so people just technically, don't follow the pattern that we all have established. Like there's some privacy, right? No, in China there's no privacy. It's all together. Doesn't matter where. Doesn't matter when. It's morning. Everybody's supposed to wake up. It's morning, and again, everybody's supposed to wake up. You should be awake. Why would you sleep on Saturday's morning, 7:30, right? No, 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 no. You're supposed to wake up. This is also Tai Chi right there. Slow motion. A bit drizzly morning today, frankly speaking. It's not quite pleasant right now to walk outside, but I just have my morning walk. I pushed myself out of the bed today. Even my wife today's morning showed up checking on me. Come on, wake up. It's time to go. So I'm gonna keep walking around this district, show you a bit more how different modern China can be, because we all probably are now fed up with this online content. People just constantly saying how modern and advanced China is. China lives in 50 years in future, right? But yeah, that's the reality. Real China. And this is Shenzhen, the first tier city in China. And you can take a look at what it looks like. Yeah, let's get away from the noise. Some people are running. Awesome habit. They're just having a great time. It's not that noisy because today is not a working day, not a business hours, so most of people are still at home, not going to work on Saturday, even though in China they practice the thing called Zhou Liu. Zhou Liu is kind of not official policy that says like you have to work from 9 to 9, 6 days a week. So yeah, there's a lot of hard work in China in this case. All right. Okay, somebody is from China watching us right now. The streets of China now are not super noisy when it comes to transportation noise because there's a lot of electrical vehicles. Electrical vehicles, the ones with green number plates. The blue number plates, though, you can check it out. The blue ones stand for gasoline cars. And the green ones, those are EVs. Okay, let's keep going. A bit rainy today. I don't really understand what is this cultural thing to place some lions next to certain banking authorities. Lion is a symbol of money or what? Of power, probably. A bus stop. Some adverts. This is 中国电信, one of the two, um, one of the two Chinese mobile phone carriers, operators. There are just two: 中国电信, China Telecom, and 还有中国联通. Some restaurants. Look at this building. Hunter, Lucas. Hello, 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 Hunter. Look at this building. It's all grease. Check it out. It's like jailhouse. No, it's a residential area. See that? Well, yeah. There used to be lots of Spider-Man thing in China. Lots of Spider-Man. I'm talking about thieves, of course. And that's why Chinese mentality is now based on self-protection. So those jails, see, are on every single building. And in new residential areas, this is not really new one, but still, right? So you can see those. But I'm just saying, on those new buildings, they simply install those jails on the inside, from the inside. So yeah, it didn't disappear. Plus, the surveillance, of course. Now, like the surveillance, doesn't just film. Wait a second, guys, too loud. Yeah, as I said, they don't just film the outside of the buildings and the surroundings, but also the building. So the cameras are pointed at the building. Some road builders. Road constructioning. Those are really small trucks. A pickup. I love pickups. Really want to get one. This is a new residential area with a square hole inside. A shopping mall, of course. Nowadays, people are really crazy about having a shopping mall down there in their complex, right? How convenient. You just live on an actual shopping mall. Oh, the bollards. Maybe you've noticed, right? The bollards are everywhere. These bollards. Yeah, they are to protect the society. There are basically like two layers of bollards, like the metallic ones. See those pillars, right? And these additional fence of bollards. That's to protect the society, because there's a lot of kind of revenge thing in China, against the society because some people go crazy and they just, smash into the crowd. But yeah, unfortunately, that happens a lot. So that's why they install all of those things, fences. Well, we store. That's Mix City. Yeah, see that the police, by the way, is the only part of the society that is allowed to ride normal motorcycles, because all other motorbikes are just electrical ones. That's why it's also so quiet, because with all these numbers of motorbikes here, with all these mopeds, that would be so loud. But no, it's not. The reality shows completely the opposite. Hunter Lucas, by the way, where are you watching me from? Jack, see? That's trucks, semi-low trucks, big trucks, Jacks, and the brand I think is imitating American General Motors, right? GMC. So they made one that looks like GMC, which is JMC. I don't know, what is this? What does this abbreviation mean? General Motors, understandable. JMC, what the hell? This is a taxi driver. That's his vehicle. That's his motorbike. So he's waiting for someone to get out of the metro station, and then he's gonna make an offer that you won't be able to reject. Bus transportation works really well in China. In every direction you can go by bus. Decathlon, my favorite. I like bridges. I like the fact that now in China they're building a lot of those bridges connecting different buildings, and I am absolutely convinced about the fact that in future we will have all buildings connected. Now look at that. This is like super modern, good looking buildings, infrastructure, everything, and right at the opposite side, what do we see right here? Yeah, that's the old China. And yeah, those are residential buildings too. In China, when you drive a car and you use a navigation, the navigation even shows the green and red lights at the intersection. I hope the connection is all right, by the way. Look at that. I wish all old buildings would have those pictures like those ones. The life, our lives would be just so much more colorful, right? Mobile traffic lights. Okay, wait up. Let's go this way. Oh, let's go this way. Oh, wait. Let's go this way. I've decided to use a shortcut. A shortcut. A shortcut that will show the real life. What the real life in China looks like. Garbage sorting station. Everything is quite clean, even though it looks wary. It looks very, very wary, right? But still clean. Unfortunately, I can't say that it's a cultural thing. You know, Chinese people really care about hygiene, and they just keep cleaning everything, maintain this magnificent order. No, unfortunately not so. But the services, cleaning services, they are really, really hard working. And that's why everything is so clean. And again, of course, surveillance also makes its own way to those clean environments. Something collapsed. How authentic, don't you think? How authentic. How unique. That's beautiful. Check it out. That is beautiful. How authentic. Some people just dry their clothes.